guys, I'm back to make the video. So in case you don't follow me on Snapchat, you won't see what I did a couple days ago, but I wanted you guys to be the first before I post any more pictures of this anywhere. So here goes. Look at my hair. It is a rainbow. It is beautiful and I love everything about it. I got this done a couple days ago and it's my whole entire head of just rainbowy hair and it makes me extraordinarily happy. Every time I look at the mirror I'm just like so happy with my life. And now no one, because I've gotten these comments before, no one can ever leave me a comment saying that my eyebrows don't match my hair because like it matches everything. Anything I wear, it'll match everything. It's just, it makes my OCD just like that much. My OCD when it comes to like things matching just makes it so much better. Just everything matches now and I'm like, yes. Anyways, this took me took my hairdresser 5 hours to do in case anyone was wondering. Because the brown that was in my hair before was like my natural hair color. So we had to bleach every last little strand of it, which takes a long time. And then we had to shampoo it, but we didn't conditioner it because I don't remember why. But I don't know if you ever have washed your hair and not shampoo or not conditioned it, but it's a disaster and a half, especially if you have hair like my hair, because my hair is ridiculously thick and it's coarse. So I'll put the picture that I posted on Snapchat if you guys don't follow me, like right here. So yeah, my hair was literally like out to here, like we had to blow dry it and it was just like, whew. I looked kind of like a really old poodle, to be honest. But yeah, so I mean, you should follow me on Snapchat because everyone on my Snapchat ends up knowing about things before everyone else does because I just like Snapchat the best out of social medias other than YouTube, of course. So yeah, that is the rainbow hair. The yellow unfortunately didn't show up as well because like all the colors were like permanent colors except for the blue, because the blue was a different brand because my hairdresser couldn't get the blue in the same brand, so we had to use a different brand, and the blue ran really bad into the yellow and kind of like the green. So in the front you can kind of see it right there, and in the back like underneath, but there's supposed to be some like in this front part underneath, but because we did it at her house, so when we wash it, it all kind of runs forwards. So, but other than that, I mean, I prefer mostly cool colors anyways, so it makes me extraordinarily happy. But anyways, I mean, if you have any questions, just like leave me a comment and follow me on Snapchat, obviously. But to the actual video, so this is going to be another palette review because you guys seem to like the last one that I did of the Kat Von D Mi Vada Loca Remix palette. So if you guys want to see that video, I will try and remember to leave a link in the description. I hardly ever remember to leave a link, to be honest, but I'll try. So today, I'm going to do the Morphe Brushes 12P palette, which is one of their brand new palettes. And as soon as I got the email from Morphe Brushes that this palette was a thing, I was like, I need this in my life right now. I looked at it and was like, life is ending. Because like I love Morphe Brushes palettes. You guys know that. Like I have 4 of them right now over there on my desk that I've used in like multiple videos. I use them at least in every video, at least once for something. But their shade ranges, most of their palettes tend to be with a lot of neutral colors. There's only like 2 palettes that are super brightly colored. The rest of them are like fairly neutrally, like the majority of the colors in the palettes are neutral. So when I saw this one, I was like, I need this in my life. And Morphe, like, shadows always have really good payoff, so I'm like, this is gonna be good. So this is just the packaging. Very standard Morphe Brushes packaging. But then, and it's really tiny too, like it's like tiny. I expected it to be way bigger. But then we open it. Whoa! Look how beautiful that is. You can imagine obviously why I was instantly drawn to this palette, because if you know anything about me, you know that bright colors kind of rule my entire life. So yes, look at this. I've used every single color in this palette already, and I got it like 4 days ago. Maybe even 3 days ago. I've used it like pretty much only this palette for the last like 3 or 4 days. Because I just didn't really need to use any other palettes. So I'll quickly go through the shades for you guys and post a close-up and a swatch as well. Fortunately, the colors don't have names, so it's not as fun as like the Kat Von D palette where they all had different names. But we will just go through them anyways. So we'll start from the top here. So obviously this is just your standard black eyeshadow, but Morphe Brushes black shadows always have fairly good payoff. Like they're not like more gray. Like I've had lots of more, if you buy like cheaper black eyeshadows that tend to be like gray black. This one is very black. Next to it we have a navy blue. That's actually like a legitimate navy blue. It's not like a purple tone navy blue or like too dark. It's not like it's kind of more of a denim-y navy blue, which is something I don't currently have, or if I do, it's like mixed in with a palette I don't really use anymore, so it's just hidden away somewhere. So this one is really nice. Actually, may have not used this one yet. Maybe I didn't. I think this is the only one I haven't used. Next then we have a nice bright blue color. This one I used as a lid shade yesterday, I think, and I used like this pink and the green and did like a cotton candy kind of look because I love doing those kind of, I don't know, they're really fun. Like people are always so scared of blue eyeshadow, especially like a lot of it, so I always like try and use a lot of blue eyeshadow because I like trying to prove that you don't have to be scared of blue eyeshadow. It's not like when you see these little kids that have like covered their whole eyes in blue and you can see them from 3 miles away. I'm trying to prove that you can make that look good. Maybe. That's what I like to think anyways. Maybe it doesn't look good. Maybe I'm just like in my own fantasy world. But who knows. Next is like this evergreen kind of greeny color, I would say. Oh, all these shades are matte, by the way. Every single one. There's no hints of glitter anywhere. They're all matte. Which is weird for me because I don't usually use all matte. There's usually some shimmery, glittery thing going on. But obviously, for someone like this, it's totally okay. So there's this shade. I used this, I think, under my eyes once. I was doing like a mostly green kind of look. So I used this one under my eyes. We go up one is the orange shade, which I have under my eyes right now, if you can kind of see. Yeah, this look I'm wearing, every shade except this pink shade on my eye right now is from this little palette because I'm obsessed. So this orange has fairly good payoff. It's a little bit lighter than it looks in the pan, I will admit, but orange again is like one of those colors it's hard to get right. So still very good. Still has good color payoff for sure. Next we move to this like hot pink color. I was gonna use this one in my crease today, but the one in my crease is from the Urban Decay palette. Jilted, I think. Yeah, Jilted. But it was just a little bit too bright to go with this green, which is on the lid. I thought that the one I have looked better. Next we move to red shade. I was excited when I saw red because, as I just talked about in my other palette review, reds are very hard to come by. Like good red shadows are very hard to come by. So I was excited to see if maybe Morphe Brushes could kind of get it right. They kind of did, kind of didn't. It's like red, but it's not as red as I want it to be, you know? Like, it's not like this kind of red. It's kind of like a pinky kind of red, which is like most reds, but it's good enough. Like, it's fine. It makes me happy anyway. Next we move to obviously my favorite color in the palette, which is the purple color. This one I've used on the lid, and I use it as a brow color as well. I might try and ombre this one, these two colors, in a brow one day, because I feel like that could look really good. I just thought of that idea, actually. So I use this color as a lid color and an eyebrow color, and it's super close. If you've watched lots of my other videos, when I use the one Morphe Brushes that's got that bright fluorescent purple in there, this one's almost the same. I think that one might be just a tad bit pinker. Like, when you blend that one out, it blends out kind of pink, which is kind of annoying. But this one doesn't blend out as pink. It blends out fairly purpley. So, that's always a plus. Move to this beautiful teal color. I love teal eyeshadows, obviously, because purple is my favorite color and teal and purple is my favorite color combination. So basically the more teal eyeshadows I can get my hands on, the happier I am as a person. So, and this is a very true teal color. Like most of the teals that I have are either too blue or they're too green. They're not really like that perfect combination of teal. But this one is like almost there. Like it's pretty close to being like almost perfect. Next we move to this nice bright fluorescent like lime greeny kind of shade. Yeah, lime green. I have that one on the lid. That's like the brow color I have here. And I have this one on the lid mixed with this one as well. Next we have the yellow color, which I have in the inner corner here. It's a gorgeous yellow color. It's like it's not a neon yellow, but it's like a canary yellow. Canary yellow shadow is always something that's really nice to have in your collection, I find, because they make really nice inner corner highlights, and you can use, I've used them as brow highlights before as well, depending on like what's all going on the lid space here. And last but not least, obviously, is the white, which I'm not going to swatch because you're not going to see it because it's white. Or you'll see it, but like, you know what white eyeshadow looks like. So my overall thoughts of this palette are, it's pretty much brilliant. Other than a couple of the lighter shades don't have as good color payoff as some of the other ones, but it's still good enough payoff that it's kind of like you can kind of look past it. Like they're very buildable, so you can just kind of put on like 1 or 2 layers of the shadow and you're good to go. This palette's super tiny, like this is the size of my hand, right? It's about the size of my hand, so if you're traveling, this is like perfect, and it's not heavy, it's super thin. So if you're traveling and like bright colors, I would highly recommend this palette. And I think it's only $12.99, which is ridiculously cheap for, you know, 12 eyeshadows that are like good quality. So, and I think Morphe Brushes accepts PayPal as well. So I don't know if you guys know this, but if you have a PayPal account, you can actually, if you have just like a debit card, because like you can't use debit cards to buy things online because it doesn't have the, I think it's a CVR code, which is on like the back side. With PayPal, you can actually link a debit card to a PayPal, so that way PayPal takes out of your debit card account, but doesn't, so, you know, you can still use a PayPal account without having a credit card. I'm sorry that it's ruined all of your lives, because my sister told me that, and it ruined my life. I have a credit card now, so it doesn't matter, but not good. So yeah, Morphe Brushes, obviously highly recommend. I use their products all the time. They honestly should just like, I want to be like a professional like Morphe girl, because like that would be great. I would be so happy with my life if they wanted to do something like that with me. Like I would be like, yes, like life would be so good. But that is about it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Kind of simple, but I've been at work a lot. Like I haven't had like any days off. I have 10 days straight in a row for work, and I don't have a day off until Christmas Eve, and then I only have Christmas Eve and Christmas off, and then I don't have a day off until at least January. So I won't be filming any makeup tutorials. I might try and film one on Christmas Eve. It depends on how my day goes, but it's hard because I get up like, I'd have to get up super early to film the makeup I wear to work, so it's just, it doesn't work out very well. But, so I have this video to kind of hopefully make up for that, because it's still makeup related. And hopefully as soon as January comes around, I will get some days off, so that way I can film some more tutorial for you guys. Which brings me to, if there's any makeup looks that you would like to see me do, or some like type of style you'd like me to like base a look off of, or a color or something like that, just let me know. Leave me a comment. If you recreate any of the looks that I wear or make or anything, please tag me on Instagram and Twitter, or you can Snapchat me them. All my links and stuff will be in the description. I even have Tumblr if you want to submit a photo to me there or something. I could totally like reblog them. Like that could be fun. I just thought of that. We could totally do something like that. So yeah, there's lots of places to find me if you wish to stalk me in my life. But that should be about it for this video. I hope that you guys have a very happy holiday season and a very Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah or whatever it is that you celebrate. I hope that it's fun and you have good times with your friends and family, and eat lots of good food and get lots of good presents and all these things. So I will hopefully see you guys very, very soon. Bye!